What's up, everybody? Got another finds video. It's been a little while since my last one. I think the last video I posted was probably middle of June, so it's been a little while. Got a pretty big stack, a couple of record store digs and the Chicagoland record show back in July. Didn't come away with a lot from the record show this time. I just kind of wasn't in the mood to dig that day for some reason. I was only there for a couple hours. Did come away with about 7 records. Usually come away with 20 to 25 every time I hit that show, but I got a few good ones from the show, and then the rest are from some record store digs here in the city. So we'll start off with the show finds first. Willie Nelson, Redheaded Stranger from '75. Awesome stuff. Love Willie Nelson's mid-'70s output. Troublemaker's another good one from that era. Picked up Little Criminals by Randy Newman, $2. Fantastic record. Blondie, Parallel Lines, '78. This one had the original inner sleeve as well on that Chrysalis label. I paid $5 for that. Pretty good deal. Paid $10 for this one. Coltrane, My Favorite Things, maybe his most successful, commercially successful album. That red and purple Atlantic label. Yeah, really accessible jazz, very, very enjoyable listen. Talking Heads, Remain in Light, paid $10 for this. Maybe my favorite Talking Heads album. Little cover damage up there, but hey, for $10, vinyl's in pretty good shape. Original inner sleeve. This was a really nice find for $10 as well. Live at the Apollo, James Brown from '63. Fantastic live set on that King label. And the last one from the record show, Blue Cheer, Outside Inside, acid rock classic from 1968. This is kind of a weird gatefold Unipack on the Phillips label. Yeah, paid $15 for that one. These next two are from Bucket of Blood, which is a small little mom and pop record store right near me. Picked up Bus Stop by the Hollies from '66. Everybody knows the title track, but this is a fantastic pop album from start to finish. Excellent album. I can highly recommend that one. And picked up Winds of Change, Animals Psych record from '67. There's some really cool stuff on this. All right, the rest of these are from Reckless Records. Been finding a lot of good bargain bin stuff there. If you're willing to crouch down and look through their bargain bins, you can really come away with some good stuff. Lynn County's second record, Fever Shot. I believe this is from '69. Their first one's a little bit more psychedelic, but I actually kind of prefer this one. This is more bluesy rock, not a lot of psychedelic stuff on this, but this is an excellent record. Picked this up for $2 at Reckless. Picked up a copy of Who Do We Think We Are by Deep Purple from '73. This isn't one of their most celebrated albums from that era. It's still pretty good though. It's it's not as good as Machine Head or Burn, but it's still a pretty good record for $2. Not bad at all. Blood Rock 3 from '71. Some good early '70s hard rock. That green Capitol label. Their first one's good. I've got the first one and this one. I need that Blood Rock 2, which I heard is pretty good too. But yeah, I picked up a copy of Canned Wheat by the Guess Who, $2. Great album. The version of No Time on this is different than the single, but this has Laughing and Undone, and you know, a lot of the non-hits are really good on this too. Not really any filler on this album. I think it's from '69. Yeah, it's a good record. This is a really nice find for $1. The Blues Project, Projections. You know, really cool, bluesy. There's some folk and hints of psych throughout this. Is from '66. Yeah, excellent record for $1. And I got these next two for $1 as well. Midnight Ride by Paul Revere and the Raiders. It's from '66. Really good stuff. And Spirit of '67. This also came out in '66. I never really kind of took this band too seriously. Maybe it was because of their goofy outfits and shit, but this is an essential record. I was blown away at how good this album was. Listened to it last night, and it's excellent. So I mean, you can get this really cheap. Highly recommend this album. All right, these are those were the bargain bin finds at Reckless. These next ones are also from Reckless, but paid a little bit more for these. Alchemy by Richard Lloyd of television fame, solo record. I believe this is from '79. This is really excellent. Highly recommend that one. Steve Miller, Number 5 from 1970. Excellent record. Not one of his more popular ones, but yeah, this is really excellent. You can he's starting to flesh out that later that mid to late '70s sound. You know, with all his FM hits, you can kind of hear that forming on this record. But this is excellent. Really nice copy of Dirty Deeds. Just sharp corners, cover, and the vinyl is fantastic shape. Didn't pay a lot for this either. Everybody knows that one. Out of Our Heads by the Stones. Didn't pay a lot for this. You can see it's that electronically reprocessed stereo, which I didn't notice at the time. I was kind of a little bit too focused on the fact that it was only $10. It's in good shape and it sounds okay, but I will probably end up upgrading to a mono copy of this at some point. Picked up a nice copy of Joe's Garage, Act 1 by Zappa. Booklet's intact. And it's on that Zappa label. Picked up a nice reissue of Odyssey and Oracle by the Zombies. I think I only paid like $11 for this. This is like a 2011 reissue maybe. But yeah, essential album I didn't have in my collection. Paid only $6 for this. The Slider by T-Rex. Some asshat wrote Eric Burden and the Animals and kind of tried to scribble out T-Rex down there, but yeah, this was only $6. These usually go for 15 or 20. The vinyl was scuffed up. I did clean it up, and there's definitely some surface noise, but for $6, fantastic. And this is a great record. I almost like this a little bit better than Electric Warrior. I do need Electric Warrior. I have it digitally, but it's hard to find a good copy of that for not a lot of money. But this was a steal for $6. And the last thing from Reckless, picked up Total Assault, MC5, all their albums in one box set, 50th anniversary. And with this insert, and all 3 albums. And just kick out the jams. It's got the uncensored liner notes with all the naughty words in them. And that one's on red vinyl on the Elektra label. Back in the USA from 70 on the Atlantic label, and that one's on white vinyl. And from 71, High Time, excellent record. Gatefold on that, and also on the Atlantic label and on blue vinyl. And I only paid $40 for that set. It was very gently used, but for $40, couldn't pass that up. I don't know, average of about $13 a record for that set. So that's it. Just wanted to get another video out, and everybody take care, and we'll see you again.